Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your spoilers for this week for WWE with the SmackDown with the reminder of Superstars 2 matches, Saturday Morning Slam, and also WWE main event. I do apologize about the late uploading because of a personal issue that's been going on in my life. And you will hear a special presentation delivered by my daughter when I cue her the signal for somebody's quotation. And here we go. Okay, with WWE, Tom Abbey and .net member were at the Raw show and posted the following Superstars match. Said Mike Roth and Tom Abbey were at the Raw in Buffalo and passed the following results. Cody Rhodes and Damian Sandow defeated the Usos. Rhodes Scholars cut a brief promo before the match and ended up winning in a 10-minute match. Layla, in match number 2, defeated Tamina Snuka in the Superstars taping from Monday night. Okay, Jason Karofsky attended Monday's Raw live show and passed the following live report on the dark match main event. John Cena, Ryback, and Sheamus defeated...
John
Cena! I didn't tell her to cue that, but... That's her favorite wrestler, by the way, because she hasn't seen me wrestle. Well, anyway, John Cena, Ryback, Sheamus defeated the Shield by disqualification. Cena, Ryback, and Sheamus brawled with the Shield beforehand. The Shield were disqualified when Rollins brought out a chair inside the ring. The babyface delivered their finisher to send the crowd home happy. And here's a live report from the entire event from Raw. Matt Teal attended Monday's Raw live event in Buffalo, passed all of this info. There were a lot of Stone Cold Steve Austin what signs, wishful thinking maybe, also being that it's old school, they think that he may have been there, falsely advertised. The what chance really needed to end, and Undertaker was mostly what people in line were talking about. Seeing Undertaker live was something to behold. There was a great pop when he came out, but when the WrestleMania symbol came up and behind him the entire roof blew off the building with all the pops from the crowd. And there was a nice setup for the Fatal 4-Way match to start the show. Everyone but Big Show got nice ovations. Randy Orton was still way over. I like how they were going about building CM Punk up again via earning the spot. Then when mentioned the streak, it really got some nuclear heat from the crowd. Ryback versus Cesaro match. As a boy, Cesaro made him look really good. Interesting to see Ryback play a lot to the crowd, even doing his whole ear thing, except that he just looked like a guy with a swimmer's ear. The crowd didn't seem to know what to make of it. A great moment with him and Mark Henry when they did the stare down. Mark Henry versus Zack Ryder. We are in New York, so Ryder got some love. Well, it didn't last very long. Miz with Ric Flair segment versus Team Ziggler. Flair was still way over. Seeing Flair and Ziggler out there at the same time really made everybody think about how they made sense together as opposed to Flair with Miz. And the reporter was in the upper bowl and could still see how good Dolph bumps, taking back bumps and what have you. Ziggler losing to the Miz should make the marks ecstatic. And he comments on the Rock and John Cena verbal exchange. Anyone else feel like this is an exchange we should have seen last year? They both look strong, good exchanges. Rock got the loudest pop of the night. And in watching this closely, I feel like...
It scared me!
Okay, Caitlin, I did not cue for that yet. But, in the video, I feel like maybe The Rock generally doesn't like Cena, period. I was taking a deep breath. It felt like WWE really went out all in the first hour. I wondered how they could top it off. It was the best hour of Raw I've seen in months. One thing I like about this session is, this season is the slow, methodical builds that seem to be making. And he comments on the Jack Swagger. He said, boy, Jack Swagger is not over. I heard a strong DWI chant. If you didn't know, he got arrested for alcohol and non-tobacco use. the left-handed cigarettes, marijuana,
I'm
which
gonna drink.
which I did find hilarious. Having Alberto Del Rio attack in him backstage felt strange. If he's a face now, why not let Swagger beat up the common man, Dusty Rhodes, and the other legends, only to get him later? Primetime players versus Team Hell No. Darren Young showed no sign of injury. I heard a strong "We Want Virgil" chant that got Ted DiBiase's attention. The $1 Million Man. Because everybody's got a price for the $1 Million Man. Daniel Bryan was definitely over. Seriously, what happened to Tensai? They got new ring gear. Fandango. Not much of that happening. Versus Kofi Kingston. I seriously thought that Mr. Fandango had no chance, DOA. But this guy can cut a promo. He actually got heat. I expected an infinite voice to come out when he started talking about his might actually work. Great move, holding off on the match. Again, just like he did on SmackDown last week. It got the crowd angry. I so expected this disaster of an idea to go over like a fart in a phone booth. Any comments on Triple H? Still pretty over. There is something to be said for someone with an established ring entrance. The Shield promo was a nice tease, even though it was the shaky camera thing. It had everyone in my section guessing about what they were going to do. Nothing but a dark match for live TV. Alberto Del Rio versus Wade Barrett. Way to get the world champion over by having him come out at 2 minute and 15-second mark. Even better to bring out no heat guy, Swagger, to bore the crowd. Del Rio is so smooth in the ring, though I really dislike secondary champs losing. Hey, they actually advertised a Del Rio versus Ziggler match for SmackDown. See if that actually happened. The New Age Outlaws versus Primo and Epico match. The Outlaws still can go. Pretty big pop for them, considering that this is historically a slow part of the show. It's always interesting to put old acts who are obviously going to be one over on an established regular tag team. No lie, on the ride home to Rochester after the show, I saw Primo and Epico at a rest stop. Tim Hortons still looking defeated. It is saying something when this week sucked more than most for them. That bar was pretty low to begin with, as the reporter was at a bar, rest stop type bar, and they commented on the Mae Young birthday cake. Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire! The cake lit up the whole arena with the lights off. Cool to see wrestlers interact. All faces and heels were basically on the ring at the ring stage. It seemed like a lot of the superstars generally seemed to like Cena. Wrestlers seemed to be happy for May. The Punk interruption was brilliant. Not sure if his promo in the ring made it to air, but man, is he firing on all cylinders. We're talking nuclear heat. Orton once again got one of the bigger pops of the night. Sheamus looked like he may have tweaked his knee during his match. There were some great spots for everyone to look strong. The finish was well done. Everyone stopped running to the exits when they heard the gong hit again, which ended the actual... Well, my daughter just wants to get her 15 seconds of fame. Okay, please sit down. I don't want the curtain to fall down on you. Safety first, remember. Okay, back to the gong, and he says the biggest pops were Taker and The Rock tied. Cena, Orton, Sheamus. He says random notes. I didn't mention that the 3MB segment. Did anyone even catch that? I forgot it. The old school powder blue ring announcer get up got a laugh. They said it sold out. The arena sold out, and it looked that way live. I saw only a few random seats empty. I know it's my imagination, but the Undertaker almost looks like he floats when he does that slow walk. I kept thinking to myself after 2 hours that I'm still really into this. That's the lull that Jason and Wade talk about. 12 minutes later, I couldn't find the energy to go much more and stand there like Jack Swagger did. I saw Swagger at the same rest stop as Primo. He appears to have bulked up a bit since his last run. Old man Dutch was hanging back in the rental car like a boss in the passenger seat, waiting for him. And that was the end of his results from the show. Sad moment in wrestling history. Paul Bearer, the former manager of Undertaker and Kane, has passed away yesterday. Died at the age of 58. He also was on Twitter, and I will give that his last tweet in just a few seconds. And the WWE website has confirmed that the news is definitely true. WWE has saddened to learn that the passing of William Moody, real name, aka Paul Bearer, reads a WWE website statement. Moody made his WWE debut in 1991 as the manager of The Undertaker and went on to become a memorable part of WWE over the course of the next 20 years. Our deepest condolences, my deepest condolences go out to the Moody family and friends and fans. The cause of the deaths have not been announced, but I did read that the funeral was today as well. Mark Henry was one of the pall bearers. He was one of the ones in front, one of the posts on Ringside News. And since Moody had been working occasional independent dates in the months leading up to his death, again, my condolences go out to him and his family and friends. Okay, speaking of his last tweet before his passing, he was asked by a fan if he liked Kane or Undertaker, ? And he tweeted back, both, of course. So, nothing there stated anything wrong before he passed away. And here are some more Twitter reactions from the World Wrestling world on the passing of William Paul Bearer Moody tonight. After Raw went off the air and what have you, William Regal says, very sorry to hear of the passing of Paul Bearer. My best wishes for him and his family. A lovely man and my friend. Rest in peace. Okay. Howard Finkel, saddened to hear the learning of the passing of Paul Bearer, William Moody. He was a unique, one-of-a-kind individual, both in and out of the ring. Rest in peace. Rikishi was on there, and he said, you will be missed by So, and I will never forget when we bust a move together, my brother. And he goes, hashtag, RIP Paul Bearer. Okay, MVP quotes, the scary man with a strange voice. Rest in power, Paul Bearer. Shane Helms commented and said, saddened to hear about the passing of wrestling legend at WWE Earniverse. That's his Twitter username. Glad I got to see you one last time just recently, Paul. Bless you, bless your family. Mickey James was quoted and posted her feelings. Very sad to hear that Paul Bearer has passed away tonight. My thoughts, prayers, and heart go out to my family and friends and loved ones. Rest in peace. Ricardo Rodriguez commented and said, Paul Bearer / William Moody, you taught me so much. It truly saddens me to hear about this. I love you and I thank you eternally. RIP. The Miz commented, he said, just found out Paul Bearer died tonight. He was always so nice when I talked to him. My thoughts and prayers are with him and his family. Hashtag RIP Paul Bearer. Hulk Hogan even commented, quote, very sad to hear about Paul Bearer. He was a great person and one of the original boys. He was what made wrestling great. With much love, with respect, Double H. Unquote. And that was all that was posted by the wrestling personalities. And now for the SmackDown tapings. Of course, the WWE main event was first, and it's the results are given by Zach Zimmerman, and I'm reading his results. We're a month away from Mania 29, and they still play the Mania 28 video before events. And the dark match was the Usos defeating the Primetime Players. The Usos won with a double super kick and a superfly splash combo. Michael Coleslaw no longer uses Kerwin White's old theme. He comes out to more of a contemporary rock sound now, and sets up the main event TV show. Wade Barrett introduces a clip to Dead Man Down, as he was basically in the movie. Starred in the movie, that's what it says. Match number 1, Randy Orton defeated Wade Barrett. Orton won with the RKO with a solid 10 to 12 minute match. The crowd was white hot for Orton. Nothing for Barrett. Match number 2, Cody Rhodes defeated Zack Ryder. And Rhodes won with a short match with the Crossroads. They were advertising Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman will answer Triple H's challenge Monday on Raw. Match number 3, Sin Cara defeated U.S. Champion Antonio Cesaro in a non-title match. Sin Cara won with a Frankensteiner. Really good match to some exciting spots. Cesaro's thigh wraps are back. That's the old school. And that concluded main event taping. And I did not get Saturday Morning Slam at all. My apologies. With the internet and stuff going on, I do apologize for that. And I have to wait and take a phone call after I finish my video. I'll just go ahead and tell them as I'm doing my video right now. Excuse me, Robert, I'm on the phone. I want my daughter to say, now cue.
Excuse me! Excuse me!
If you're at the hotel, go ahead and just come on in. I'm about to be done with the video. Yeah. You're there? I mean, you're here? Okay. All right. All right. No, they're not coming because Ashley is on her. Never mind. I'm doing my live videos. I'm talking to you as well.
What did they say?
All right.
Why they're not coming,
Bye.
Daddy?
Ashley's having personal issues. Okay.
Why?
I know. Hang on. I'm still letting you do your excuse me segment. Okay, cheer up. All right. See, where was I at? Okay, the start of SmackDown from the Times Union Center in Albany, New York. Here are the full results from the same reporter that I just told you about, Zach Zimmerman. Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter opened up SmackDown this week. Alberto Del Rio interrupts and shows us a clip of he and Ricardo Rodriguez doing a spoof of Zeb and Swagger's We the People videos. Katie Daniel Bryan beat Drew McIntyre and Heath Slater. The 3MB. Ryback is walking backstage and has another stare down with Mark Henry like on Raw. Matt Striker interviews Dolph Ziggler, who says he's going to make history tonight. Damien Sandow comes out and cuts a promo. Ryback beats Sandow with Shell Shocked. Fandango was announced to debut later on tonight. Ricardo Rodriguez comes out and told everyone to help draw out Alberto Del Rio's name for as long as they could later. Maybe I should have been in an arena and really give him a long segment. Backstage segment with Big Show. He blames Randy Orton and Sheamus for getting attacked by the Shield after all. Alberto Del Rio beat Dolph Ziggler by submission in a solid match. Backstage segment with Daniel Bryan and AJ Lee, who was soaking wet from Ricardo's water in the last match. Not much saying so what actually happened. AJ picked on Bryan for his 18-second world title reign. Mark Henry squashes Yoshi Tatsu in a match. Backstage segment with Sheamus. He says he's going to kick Big Show's head off later tonight. Tamina Snuka defeated Caitlyn in a non-title match. So we get more from her. Backstage segment with Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow, the Rhodes Scholars. Cody asks Sandow what he thinks of Caitlyn. Sandow says she comes from an inferior gene pool, but isn't bad. Sheamus and Big Show wrestled in the main event until the Shield interfered for a beatdown. Randy Orton made the save, but the Shield beat him down too. Eventually the Shield were sent out of the ring and into the crowd. Big Show knocked out Sheamus, but caught an RKO from Orton to end the show. Unknown if that's the Dark Match main event or the actual main event. Probably the main event. And I haven't gotten the Dark Match main event results. Again, from the issues I had last night with the internet going out on me, as well as personal issues with my family and what have you. Okay, well, that's going to end my results. I might, as soon as I get the results, I will probably post it in the TNA video that I finally watched some of from last Thursday's live Impact showing. And again, thanks for viewing. Peace out.